To get to the Gradebook Setup Wizard, start from your course homepage. Next, click Progress, and then Gradebook. Now, if you've not set up your Gradebook, it will automatically default to the Setup Wizard. If you've already set up your Gradebook, but you want to get back to the Setup Wizard, your screen may look like this. Just come over here and click on Setup Wizard, and it'll get you back. The first page of the Setup Wizard just gives you a quick overview of the settings that you're going to be going through. Go ahead and click Start down here to begin the wizard. The first step is choosing a grading system. You could choose between weighted, points, and formula. The most common is either weighted or points. If activities in your course are going to count as a percentage of the final grade, choose weighted. If you strictly use a point system, obviously choose points. There are little question marks right here to give you more detailed information about all three of these. Step 2 is final grade released. There are several options here. The one that we recommend is the adjusted final grade, but you can choose whichever works best for your course. The adjusted final grade allows you to modify a user's grade before you release them, whereas the calculated grade will not let you do those edits. You can also choose to automatically release final grade. When enabled, the system automatically mark user's final grade as released once created. That means the students will be able to see their final grade as you enter it. Click continue once you have your choice. Step 3 is grade calculations. You can choose either drop ungraded items or treat ungraded items as 0. Treating ungraded items as 0 will calculate all of those zeros into the grade, which doesn't always give the correct representation of the final grade. If you drop ungraded items, you will still have the option of assigning a 0 if that is the grade entered. You will also choose if you want the final grade to be automatically updated as grades are added. It is recommended to use this setting to avoid any manual process. Click continue once you have your choice. Step 4 is choose default grade scheme. Our default grade scheme that we use is percentage, as you can see here. What this means is it will show both points and percentage grades in the gradebook. This will allow students to see both representations of their grade. Unless your department has indicated to use a different grade scheme, we recommend sticking with the default percentage scheme. Click continue once you have your choice. Step 5 is managing view display options. This one allows you to choose how many decimal points are at the end of your grade. For example, if you want it to be 99.01 or if you want it to be 99.0111. Click continue once you have your choice. Step 6 is student view display options. This has a number of different options you can choose from. What you see here are the settings that are recommended and they will automatically be chosen for you. If you don't want students to see the points grade, you can uncheck this. If you don't want students to see the percentage grade, you'll uncheck this one. If you don't want any sort of color in the grading system that they see, you can check this one. For example, like if they have a F, it'll show red, depending on your grade scheme color. Again, it'll ask you how many decimal points you want to display, the number of characters to display the text items, and then there's final grade calculation, which displays final grade calculation to users. If you don't want them to see their final grade right away, just uncheck that. If you want more detailed descriptions of all these settings, just hit the little check marks and it'll give you a little bit more information. Click continue once you have your choices. Step 7 is just an overview. It will show you everything that you picked through the whole setup. Just go ahead and make sure everything is correct. If it's not, hit go back and change it. If it is, hit finish. Once you're finished with the setup wizard, you'll have grade options. This just allows you to jump to certain points of the gradebook if you need to get there quicker, such as enter grades. If you need to change any of the settings that you set through the setup wizard, you can click right here to get back to the setup wizard. You will have to go through the steps again. For example, if you want to change maybe this to 3 decimal places, you'll have to click start and then just click continue until you get to the spot where you need to fix one of your settings. You just fix your setting and hit continue again, and then go all the way to the end and hit finish, and it'll fix that setting.